Alright guys, so today I thought it would be cool to do a mail call. I'm going to open up some packages of some things that I've bought this week. And I think it'd be cool to do this every week. So moving forward, we're going to have mail call Mondays. And I'll post a video opening some of the packages I got for this week. So let's take a look at the first one. We're going to cut this guy open and see what we have. Definitely some good packaging. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to ruin the surprise, but I have 2 rolls of pennies. And these are from Loomis rolls, but they are all, can't really tell there, they're all 2025, and they're going to both be from the Philadelphia Mint. So I wanted to jump on the train, grab some of these 2025 rolls for the last year of production, of course. So picked up 2 from the Philadelphia Mint. I'm going to work on locating a couple from Denver. But what do you guys think? Should I open these up and take a look, see if anything is worth grading? Or do you think there would be more value in leaving them sealed up for a few years? Give me a comment. Let me know where you think those should end up. So we'll move on to number 2 of 3. Just a second package here. We'll get rid of some of this sticky tape. And again, pretty well packaged. Want to make sure I don't cut open the contents on the inside. Oh yeah, I really like it when the packages come secure like that. You know that whoever shipped it was definitely on their A game, making sure that nothing gets damaged in transit, falls out, or anything like that. So here I have, you could probably already tell, it should be a 1 ounce silver buffalo round. Just a standard, generic 1 ounce. Try to pull that tape off a little bit. And I'm not worried about scratching the capsule. Generic 1 ounce rounds like this usually just end up in a tube in my safe. So I definitely like the fact that it was packed in an oversized capsule and had a little bit of cardboard in there to protect it. So again, just a plain generic, not a traditional buffalo round. I guess I'd call that an Indian head round, but just another 1 ounce piece of generic silver to add to the stack. We will clear some of this stuff out of here and get rid of some of this tape. And then now the last package. I'm excited about this one. I thought was a pretty good find on Reddit. If you don't know, you can find some really cool coins on r/coin sales. And I got a few really cool things on that subreddit. But let's open this up and take a look. So we got a few things here, and we'll go in order. So I've got a PCGS certified Ground Zero recovery. It's a half penny. And you can see it's Jamaica, but PCGS certified ground zero recovery. So during the recovery efforts on 9/11, they found this coin, which I thought was pretty cool. So we'll move on. I've got a BU 2025 uncirculated 2025 Denver Mint penny, which again I think is pretty cool. Last year of issue, getting one through NGC, brilliant uncirculated, pretty good quality condition. And obviously it's going to be probably 100 years before pennies stop finding their way in circulation. But I like having some of these last year of issue coins. It's pretty cool. And then this one was a freebie tossed in. I'm not really into ancient coins, but this one came free with the purchase. So from 711 to 789 AD, a hemidrachm, which again, not really into ancient coins, but it's cool to have something that old in the mix. I think that's pretty awesome. And then finally, the one that I'm most excited for. So, Annex graded 1972, but it's clipped planchette error coin, right? So certified with a curved clip, which I think is super awesome. So when the mint is stamping these pennies, right? So this guy got stamped and it's supposed to move out of the way so it can stamp another penny. And for some reason, this little guy held on. And when they cut out the other penny, they caught the bottom of this guy. But I like that you can see the date for authenticity, right? So we know it's old, right? 72. But that is just a very clean, very cool error. And of course, Annex certifying the error makes it legit. We know it's not post-mint damage or somebody having some fun. So definitely just something cool, fun to add to the collection. I definitely like errors. You know, for millions of coins that get printed every year, sometimes hundreds of millions of coins, big errors like this are super rare. So I definitely think it's cool to have one of those. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's mail call. And like I said, let's try to do this every Monday. We'll take a look together at some of the items I've purchased for the week, and we'll kind of open them up and unbox them together and just take a look at what I found that was interesting for the week. So thank you guys, and I will see you next time.